Итак, текст на аудирование и перевод к шестому уроку. В этом уроке снова даны порядковые числительные, то есть первый, второй, третий, пятый, 25 и так далее. Итак, вы должны: первое, прослушать предложение; второе, остановить воспроизведение; третье, записать это предложение на английском языке себе в тетрадь и перевести его письменно на русский язык. Вы должны писать именно ручкой и именно себе в тетрадь. Поехали!
The first. Is this brown chair also yours? The second.
Yes, this brown chair is mine too.
The third. Are they your personal works as well? The fourth.
Yes, they're also my personal works.
The fifth.
Is that a modern ship as well?
The sixth.
Yes, that's also a modern ship.
The seventh.
Do those families have good jobs too?
The eighth.
Yes, those families have good jobs as well.
The ninth.
Is it also a classic writer?
The 10th.
Yes, it's a classic writer too.
The 11th.
Aren't those cheap chairs ours either?
The 12th.
No, those cheap chairs aren't ours either.
The 13th.
Do these partners have classical music too?
The 14th.
Yes, these partners also have classical music.
The 15th.
Does this teacher have her color pictures as well?
The 16th.
Yes, this teacher has her color pictures too.
The 17th.
Isn't it a necessary work either?
The 18th.
No, it isn't a necessary work either.
The 19th.
Are they classic writers too?
The 20th.
Yes, they're classic writers as well.
The 21st.
Does that designer also have different armchairs?
The 22nd.
Yes, that designer has different armchairs as well.
The 23rd.
Isn't this classical music hers either?
The 24th.
No, this classical music isn't hers either.
The 25th.
Are those foreign ships too?
The 26th.
Yes, those are foreign ships as well.
The 27th.
Is it a bad job too?
The 28th.
Yes, it's also a bad job.
The 29th.
Isn't this a color picture either?
The 30th.
No, this isn't a color picture either.
The 31st.
Is that armchair too dark?
The 32nd.
Yes, that armchair is too dark.
The 33rd.
Is that fat woman also your architect?
The 34th.
Yes, that fat woman is our architect too.
The 35th.
Don't you have colored pens either?
The 36th.
No, we don't have colored pens either.
The 37th.
Is this beautiful doll also hers?
The 38th.
Yes, this beautiful doll is hers too.
The 39th.
Doesn't this girl have her beautiful dolls either?
The 40th.
No, this girl doesn't have her beautiful dolls either.
The 41st. Are these fat men theirs too?
The 42nd.
Yes, these fat men are theirs as well.
The 43rd.
Doesn't that pupil have her colored pens either?
The 44th.
No, that pupil doesn't have her colored pens either.
The 45th.
Are these cups also colorful?
The 46th.
Yes, these cups are colorful as well.
The 47th.
Aren't these thick textbooks yours either?
The 48th.
No, these thick textbooks aren't ours either.
The 49th.
Are these sports motorcycles too?
The 50th.
Yes, these are sports motorcycles as well.
The 51st.
Doesn't that producer have thin girls either?
The 52nd.
No, that producer doesn't have thin girls either.
The 53rd.
Are these colorful rulers his too?
The 54th.
Yes, these colorful rulers are also his.
The 55th.
Is this also your thick textbook?
The 56th.
Yes, this is my thick textbook as well.
The 57th.
Isn't this display too wide either?
The 58th.
No, this display isn't very wide.
The 59th.
Aren't they thin laptops either?
The 60th.
No, they aren't thin laptops either.
The 61st.
Don't these specialists have their displays either?
The 62nd.
No, these specialists don't have their displays either.
The 63rd.
Is this a convenient schedule too?
The 64th.
Yes, this is also a convenient schedule.
The 65th.
Isn't that a sports newspaper either?
The 66th.
No, that isn't a sports newspaper either.
The 67th.
Does that kitten also have its necessary documents?
The 68th.
Are those documents its too?
The 69th.
Yes, that kitten has its necessary documents as well.
The 70th.
Aren't those similar beds either?
The 71st.
No, those aren't similar beds either.
The 72nd.
Isn't that credit card theirs either?
The 73rd.
No, that credit card isn't theirs either.
The 74th.
Are these convenient schedules as well?
The 75th.
Yes, these are convenient schedules too.
The 76th.
Aren't these credit cards yours either?
The 77th.
No, these credit cards aren't ours either.
The 78th.
Does this bag have its own style too?
The 79th.
Yes, this bag also have its own style.
The 80th.
Is that also an expensive bed?
The 81st.
Yes, that's an expensive bed as well.
The 82nd.
Don't those nurses have comfortable offices either?
The 83rd.
No, they don't have comfortable offices either.
The 84th.
Are those styles different too?
The 85th.
Yes, those styles are different as well.
The 86th.
Is this also a comfortable office?
The 87th.
Yes, this is a comfortable office as well.
The 88th.
Doesn't that translator have another document either?
The 89th.
Isn't that document hers either?
The 90th.
No, that translator doesn't have another document either.
The 91st.
Are these also his special shampoos?
The 92nd.
Yes, these are his special shampoos too.
The 93rd.
Do I have my white toothbrushes as well?
The 94th.
No, that white toothbrush isn't yours either.
The 95th.
Do those brothers have their own toothpaste too?
The 96th.
Yes, those brothers also have their own toothpaste.
The 97th.
Isn't that blank notebook yours either?
The 98th.
No, that blank notebook isn't mine either.
The 99th.
Does this company have its taxis as well?
The 100th.
Yes, these taxis are also its.
The 101st.
Don't those students have their blank notebooks either?
The 102nd.
No, those students don't have their blank notebooks either.
The 103rd.
Do you have your personal toothpaste too?
The 104th.
Yes, we have our personal toothpastes as well.
The 105th.
Doesn't this assistant have her brush either?
The 106th.
No, this assistant doesn't have her brush either.
The 107th.
Is this taxi also his?
The 108th.
Yes, this taxi is his too.
The 109th.
Isn't it your green shampoo either?
The 110th.
No, it isn't my green shampoo either.
The 111th.
Are those brushes mine too?
The 112th.
Yes, those brushes are yours as well.
The 113th.
Isn't this your yellow soap either?
The 114th. No, this isn't my yellow soap either. The 115th.
Do they also have their toothbrushes?
The 116th.
Yes, these are their toothbrushes too.
The 117th.
Don't those patients have their soaps either?
The 118th.
No, those patients have their soaps either.
The 119th.
Is that a delicious sandwich too?
The 120th.
Yes, that's a too delicious sandwich.
The 121st.
Aren't those large airports either? The 122nd.
No, those aren't large airports either.
The 123rd.
Jew have delicious sandwiches as well?
The 124th. Yes, we have very delicious sandwiches. The 125th.
Are those important universities too?
The 126th.
Yes, those are very important universities.
The 127th.
Don't I have my red pepper either?
The 128th.
No, you don't have your red pepper either.
The 129th.
Is that hot coffee yours as well?
The 130th.
Yes, that hot coffee is ours too.
The 131st.
Isn't it a light truck either?
The 132nd.
No, it isn't a light truck either.
The 133rd. Does that waiter have hot coffee too? The 134th.
Yes, that waiter also has hot coffee.
The 135th.
Aren't these difficult tests either?
The 136th.
No, these aren't difficult tests either.
The 137th.
Do those bloggers have large bags as well?
The 138th.
Yes, these bloggers have large bags too.
The 139th.
Isn't it a clean city either?
The 140th.
No, it isn't a clean city either.
The 141st.
Is it also an open university?
The 142nd.
Yes, it's an open university as well.
The 143rd. Isn't that a difficult test either? The 144th.
No, that isn't a difficult test either.
The 145th.
Do these businessmen also have light trucks?
The 146th.
Yes, these businessmen have light trucks as well.
The 147th.
Isn't that black pepper theirs either?
The 148th.
No, that black pepper isn't theirs either.
The 149th.
Are they clean cities too?
The 150th.
Yes, they're also clean cities.
The 151st.
Isn't that a closed museum either?
The 152nd.
No, that isn't a closed museum either.
The 153rd.
Jew also have a famous product?
The 154th.
Yes, this company has a famous product as well.
The 155th. Are these museums also open? The 156th.
No, we don't have open museums either.
The 157th.
Is this also a fast journey?
The 158th.
Yes, this is a fast journey too.
The 159th.
Isn't this soup cold either?
The 160th.
No, this soup isn't cold either.
The 161st.
Are those fast journeys too?
The 162nd.
Yes, those are fast journeys as well.
The 163rd.
Isn't this a little town either?
The 164th. No, this isn't a little town either. The 165th.
Are these short trips too?
The 166th.
Yes, these are short trips as well.
The 167th.
Don't these cooks have cold soups either?
The 168th.
No, these cooks don't have cold soups either.
The 169th.
Aren't these visitors polite either?
The 170th.
No, these visitors aren't polite either.
The 171st.
Don't these little towns have their stations either?
The 172nd.
No, these little towns don't have their stations either.
The 173rd.
Don't we have famous products either?
The 174th. Yes, those are famous products as well. The 175th.
Aren't these quiet villages either?
The 176th.
No, these aren't quiet villages either.
The 177th. Is it a quiet village as well? The 178th.
Yes, it's a too quiet village.
The 179th.
Isn't she a polite pharmacist either?
The 180th.
No, she isn't a polite pharmacist either.
The 181st.
Is this trip short as well?
The 182nd. Yes, this trip is also short. The 183rd.
Isn't this big towel yours either?
The 184th.
No, this big towel isn't mine either.
The 185th.
Is that violet belt hers too?
The 186th.
Yes, that violet belt is hers as well.
The 187th.
Don't they have wide pillowcases either?
The 188th.
No, those cleaners don't have wide pillowcases either.
The 189th. Are those travels long too? The 190th.
Yes, those travels are also long.
The 191st.
Aren't these soft towels either?
The 192nd.
No, these aren't soft towels either.
The 193rd.
Does that manager have an interesting travel too?
The 194th.
Yes, that manager has an interesting travel as well.
The 195th.
Aren't these hard pillows either?
The 196th. No, these aren't hard pillows either. The 197th.
Isn't that pillowcase too wide?
The 198th.
No, that pillowcase isn't too wide.
The 199th.
Isn't this a long road either?
The 200th.
No, this isn't a too long road.
The 201st.
Is this a hard pillow too?
The 202nd.
Yes, this is also a hard pillow.
The 203rd.
Aren't these violet belts yours either?
The 204th.
No, these violet belts aren't ours either.
The 205th.
Doesn't this child have a warm blanket either?
The 206th.
No, this child doesn't have a warm blanket either.
The 207th. Do these classmates have white sheets too? The 208th.
Yes, these classmates have white sheets as well.
The 209th.
Aren't those two long roads either?
The 210th.
No, those aren't two long roads either.
The 211th.
Are they also warm blankets?
The 212th.
Yes, they're also warm blankets.
The 213th.
Aren't these gray sofas yours either?
The 214th.
No, these gray sofas aren't ours either.
The 215th. Does this developer also have spacious apartments? The 216th.
Yes, this developer also has spacious apartments.
The 217th.
Doesn't that broadcaster have a mobile phone either?
The 218th.
No, that broadcaster doesn't have a mobile phone either.
The 219th.
Are they dirty streets too?
The 220th.
Yes, they're dirty streets as well.
The 221st.
Isn't this soft sofa yours either?
The 222nd.
No, this soft sofa isn't mine either.
The 223rd.
Is that also his narrow sheet?
The 224th.
Yes, that's his narrow sheet as well.
The 225th.
Aren't they your mobile phones either?
The 226th.
No, they aren't our mobile phones either.
The 227th. Are those old kettles also his?
The 228th.
Yes, those old kettles are his too.
The 229th.
Aren't those our football players either?
The 230th.
No, those aren't our football players either.
The 231st.
Is she also your new football player?
The 232nd.
Yes, she's our new football player too.
The 233rd. Isn't it a noisy street either? The 234th.
No, it isn't a noisy street either.
The 235th.
Is this spacious flat yours too?
The 236th.
Yes, this spacious apartment is mine as well.
The 237th.
Isn't that your electric kettle either?
The 238th.
No, that isn't my electric kettle either.
The 239th.
Do these saleswomen also have cheap carpets?
The 240th.
Yes, these saleswomen have cheap carpets too.
The 241st.
Isn't this a dirty carpet either?
The 242nd. No, this isn't a dirty carpet either. The 243rd.
Is it also an orange wall?
The 244th.
Yes, it's an orange wall as well.
The 245th.
Aren't these matches easy either?
The 246th.
No, these matches aren't easy either.
The 247th.
Does that advisor also have a small dining room?
The 248th.
Yes, that advisor has a small dining room as well.
The 249th.
Doesn't that house have red walls either?
The 250th.
No, that house doesn't have red walls either.
The 251st.
Is this also a very popular library?
The 252nd.
Yes, this is a very popular library too.
The 253rd.
Don't these apartments have small dining rooms either?
The 254th.
No, these flats don't have small dining rooms either.
The 255th.
Is that gym very expensive too?
The 256th.
Yes, that gym is too expensive as well.
The 257th.
Does this room also have yellow floor?
The 258th.
Yes, this room has yellow floor as well.
The 259th.
Doesn't this saleswoman have an orange paint either?
The 260th.
No, this saleswoman doesn't have an orange paint either.
The 261st.
Are these libraries popular too?
The 262nd.
Yes, these libraries are very popular as well.
The 263rd.
Aren't those free gyms either?
The 264th.
No, those aren't free gyms either.
The 265th.
Do those apartments have gray floor too?
The 266th.
Yes, those apartments also have gray floor.
The 267th.
Aren't they good paints either?
The 268th.
No, they aren't good paints either.
The 269th.
Is this a very easy match as well?
The 270th.
Yes, this is a very easy match too.
The 271st.
Don't these drinks have sweet taste either?
The 272nd.
No, these drinks don't have sweet tastes either.
The 273rd.
Is this golden mushroom useful as well?
The 274th.
Yes, this golden mushroom is also useful.
The 275th.
Aren't these harmful vegetables either?
The 276th.
No, these aren't harmful vegetables either.
The 277th.
Does that drink have a sweet taste too?
The 278th.
Yes, that drink also has a sweet taste.
The 279th.
Isn't that high grass either?
The 280th.
No, that isn't high grass either.
The 281st.
Does she have brown hair too?
The 282nd.
Yes, she also has brown hair.
The 283rd. Is that green plant theirs as well? The 284th.
Yes, that green plant is theirs too.
The 285th.
Aren't those red mushrooms useful either?
The 286th.
No, those red mushrooms aren't useful either.
The 287th.
Do you have these funny shorts too?
The 288th.
Yes, I have these funny shorts as well.
The 289th.
Doesn't that clock have round shape either?
The 290th.
No, that clock doesn't have round shape either.
The 291st.
Are these plants alive as well?
The 292nd.
Yes, these plants are also alive.
The 293rd.
Isn't that fruit harmful either?
The 294th.
No, that fruit isn't harmful either.
The 295th.
Is that low grass too?
The 296th.
Yes, that's also low grass.
The 297th.
Are those funny shorts yours as well?
The 298th.
Yes, those funny shorts are mine too.
The 299th.
Is her hair also golden?
The 300th.
Yes, her hair is golden as well.
The 301st. Do those cakes also have round shapes? The 302nd.
Yes, those cakes have round shapes too.
The 303rd.
Isn't this his individual furniture either?
The 304th.
No, this isn't his individual furniture either.
The 305th. Are those very nice uncles as well? The 306th.
Yes, those are also very nice uncles.
The 307th. Isn't that a too rude plumber either? The 308th.
No, that isn't a too rude plumber either.
The 309th.
Does this musical producer have a group as well?
The 310th.
Yes, this musical producer also has a group.
The 311th.
Doesn't this cameraman have a flat monitor either?
The 312th. No, this cameraman doesn't have a flat monitor either. The 313th.
Are they also very fine tutors?
The 314th.
Yes, they're very fine tutors as well.
The 315th.
Isn't this furniture heavy either?
The 316th.
No, this furniture isn't heavy either.
The 317th.
Do these producers have musical projects too?
The 318th.
No, these producers also have musical projects.
The 319th.
Aren't those flat monitors either?
The 320th.
No, those aren't flat monitors either.
The 321st.
Is that original advice also yours?
The 322nd.
Yes, that original advice is ours as well.
The 323rd. Aren't those visitors too rude either? The 324th.
No, those visitors aren't too rude either.
The 325th.
Is this aunt very nice too?
The 326th.
Yes, this aunt is very nice as well.
The 327th.
Aren't these original buildings hers either?
The 328th.
No, these original buildings aren't hers either.
The 329th.
Is that also a very fine veterinarian?
The 330th.
Yes, that's a very fine veterinarian too.
The 331st.
Isn't that a national bank either?
The 332nd. No, that isn't a national bank either. The 333rd.
Is that special equipment as well?
The 334th.
Yes, that's also special equipment.
The 335th. Isn't this a ripe peach either? The 336th. No, this isn't a ripe peach either. The 337th.
Are these national banks too?
The 338th.
Yes, these are national banks as well.
The 339th.
Isn't it a huge country either?
The 340th.
No, it isn't a huge country either.
The 341st.
Is this also a professional washing machine?
The 342nd.
Yes, this is a professional washing machine as well.
The 343rd. Doesn't that cook have an extra dessert either? The 344th.
No, that cook hasn't got an extra dessert either.
The 345th.
This is an international airport as well.
The 346th.
Is this an international airport too?
The 347th. Isn't this your favorite dessert either? The 348th.
No, this isn't my favorite dessert either.
The 349th.
Is that pie free as well?
The 350th.
Yes, that pie is also free.
The 351st.
Aren't they international teams either?
The 352nd.
No, they aren't international teams either.
The 353rd.
Are these heavy washing machines too?
The 354th.
Yes, these are also heavy washing machines.
The 355th.
Is it a huge building too?
The 356th.
Yes, it's huge building as well.
The 357th.
Doesn't this dealer have foreign equipment either?
The 358th.
No, this dealer doesn't have foreign equipment either.
The 359th.
Does this salesman have ripe peaches too?
The 360th.
Yes, this salesman has ripe peaches as well.
The 361st.
Don't the bakers have big pies either?
The 362nd.
No, those bakers don't have big pies either.
The 363rd.
Does she also have a full box?
The 364th.
Yes, she has a full box as well.
The 365th.
Aren't those modern dishwashers yours either?
The 366th.
No, those modern dishwashers aren't ours either.
The 367th.
Is this plastic bin also yours?
The 368th.
Yes, this plastic bin is mine as well.
The 369th.
Aren't they important texts either?
The 370th.
No, they aren't important texts either.
The 371st. Is it salty meat as well? The 372nd.
Yes, it's also salty meat.
The 373rd.
Does that client have an empty dish too?
The 374th.
Yes, that client also has an empty dish.
The 375th.
Doesn't this secretary have a key text either?
The 376th. No, this secretary doesn't have a key text either. The 377th.
Is that a brilliant teacher too?
378th.
Yes, that's a brilliant teacher as well.
The 379th.
Isn't it salty fish either?
The 380th.
No, it isn't salty fish either.
The 381st.
Don't you have a dishwasher either?
The 382nd.
No, we don't have a dishwasher either.
The 383rd.
Do those schools also have brilliant teachers?
The 384th.
Yes, Those schools have brilliant teachers too.
The 385th.
Are those full boxes also yours?
The 386th. Yes, those full boxes are ours as well. The 387th.
Don't these cleaners have plastic bins either?
The 388th.
No, these cleaners don't have plastic bins either.
The 389th. Aren't these empty dishes either? The 390th.
No, these aren't empty dishes either.
The 391st.
Do I have also a necessary result?
The 392nd.
Yes, I have a necessary result as well.
The 393rd. Isn't that gas lighter his either? The 394th.
No, that gas lighter isn't his either.
The 395th.
Are these paintings also lost?
The 396th.
Yes, these paintings are lost as well.
The 397th.
Don't these sportsmen have their personal results either?
The 398th.
No, these sportsmen don't have their personal results either.
The 399th.
Is this learning bad too?
The 400th.
Yes, this learning is bad as well.
The 401st.
Isn't that a creative subject either?
The 402nd.
No, that isn't a creative subject either.
The 403rd.
Do these pupils have personal study as well?
The 404th.
Yes, these pupils have personal study as well.
The 405th.
Does this girl also have very deep teaching?
The 406th.
Yes, this girl has very deep teaching too.
The 407th.
Aren't these addresses lost either?
The 408th.
No, these addresses aren't lost either.
The 409th.
Are those dangerous subjects as well?
The 410th. Yes, those are also dangerous subjects. The 411th.
Doesn't that mechanic have her professional learning either?
The 412th.
No, that mechanic doesn't have her professional learning either.
The 413th.
Isn't it very deep teaching either?
The 414th.
No, it isn't very deep teaching either.
The 415th.
Do those housewives also have electric lighters?
The 416th.
Yes, those housewives also have electric lighters as well.
The 417th. Isn't this learning boring either? The 418th.
No, this learning isn't boring either.
The 419th.
Does that girl also have a creative study?
The 420th.
Yes, that girl has a creative study as well.
The 421st.
Isn't this a dangerous adventure either?
The 422nd.
No, this isn't a dangerous adventure either.
The 423rd. Are those old suitcases also yours? The 424th.
Yes, those old suitcases are ours too.
The 425th.
Don't those sailors have quick training either?
The 426th.
No, those sailors don't have quick training either.
The 427th. Is that your special luggage as well? The 428th.
Yes, that's also my special luggage.
The 429th.
Is that tall man your coach too?
The 430th.
Yes, that tall man is my coach as well.
The 431st.
Is it also quick training?
The 432nd.
Yes, it's a quick training too.
The 433rd.
Aren't they fun adventures either?
The 434th.
No, they aren't fun adventures either.
The 435th.
Is that black suitcase also his?
The 436th.
Yes, that black suitcase is his as well.
The 437th.
Are these successful days too?
The 438th.
Yes, these are also successful days.
The 439th.
Do these specialists have similar educations as well?
The 440th.
Yes, these specialists have similar educations too.
The 441st.
Are they our new coaches as well?
The 442nd.
Yes, they're also our new coaches.
The 443rd.
Is that a terrible week too?
The 444th.
Yes, that's a terrible week as well.
The 445th.
Is this also a successful day?
The 446th. Yes, this is a successful day too. The 447th.
Isn't that a special education either?
The 448th.
No, that isn't a special education either.
The 449th.
Do those interpreters have individual luggage too?
The 450th.
Yes, those interpreters also have individual luggage.
The 451st.
Do these freelancers have creative weeks as well?
The 452nd.
Yes, these freelancers have creative weeks too.
The 453rd.
Is that businesswoman your employer?
The 454th.
Yes, that businesswoman is my employer.
The 455th.
Aren't those dead rivers either?
The 456th.
No, those aren't dead rivers either.
The 457th.
Is this year also successful?
The 458th.
Yes, this year is successful as well.
The 459th.
Isn't that a boring direction either?
The 460th.
No, that isn't a boring direction either.
The 461st.
Do those pairs also have happy months?
The 462nd.
Yes, those pairs have happy months as well.
The 463rd.
Isn't this employee hungry either?
The 464th.
No, this employee isn't hungry either.
The 465th.
Are those also rich passengers?
The 466th. Yes, those are rich passengers too. The 467th.
Isn't that month happy either?
The 468th.
No, that month isn't happy either.
The 469th.
Are these successful years too?
The 470th.
Yes, these are also successful years.
The 471st.
Aren't they careful employers either?
The 472nd.
No, they aren't careful employers either.
The 473rd.
Is this also a noisy river?
The 474th.
Yes, this is a noisy river as well.
The 475th.
Aren't those employees hungry either?
The 476th.
No, those employees aren't hungry either.
The 477th.
Is it a rich passenger as well?
The 478th.
Yes, it's a rich passenger too.
The 479th.
Aren't those closed directions either?
The 480th.
No, those aren't closed directions either.
The 481st.
Is it also a quality jacket?
The 482nd. Yes, it's a quality jacket as well. The 483rd.
Isn't that movie long either?
The 484th.
No, that movie isn't long either.
The 485th.
Are these your public opinions too?
The 486th.
Yes, these are also our public opinions.
The 487th.
Aren't these trains slow either?
The 488th.
No, these trains aren't slow either.
The 489th. Are these sounds too loud as well? The 490th.
Yes, these sounds are also too loud.
The 491st.
Isn't it a last address either?
The 492nd.
No, it isn't a last address either.
The 493rd. Is that a key decision too? The 494th.
Yes, that's a key decision as well.
The 495th. Are those also long movies? The 496th.
Yes, those are long movies too.
The 497th. Isn't this train yours either? The 498th.
No, this train isn't ours either.
The 499th.
Are they also the last axes?
The 500th.
Yes, they're the last axes too.
The 501st.
Isn't this public information either?
The 502nd.
No, this isn't public information either.
The 503rd.
Are those careful decisions as well?
The 504th.
Yes, those are also careful decisions.
The 505th.
Does that singer have an amazing voice too?
The 506th.
Yes, that singer also has an amazing voice.
The 507th.
Don't those developers have quality houses either?
The 508th.
No, those developers don't have quality houses either.
The 509th.
Does this guitar also have a terrible sound?
The 510th.
Yes, this guitar has a terrible sound too.
The 511th.
Aren't those famous pilots either?
The 512th. No, those aren't famous pilots either. The 513th.
Do these workers have boots too?
The 514th.
Yes, these workers have boots as well.
The 515th.
Isn't that a chocolate butter either?
The 516th.
No, that isn't a chocolate butter either.
The 517th.
Do those singers have amazing voices as well?
The 518th.
Yes, those singers also have amazing voices.
The 519th.
Doesn't this cook have her kitchen axe either?
The 520th.
No, this cook doesn't have her kitchen axe either.
The 521st.
Are these businesswomen also angry?
The 522nd.
Yes, these businesswomen are angry as well.
The 523rd.
Isn't it heavyweight either?
The 524th.
No, it isn't heavyweight either.
The 525th.
Is this an angry carpenter too?
The 526th. Yes, this is an angry carpenter as well. The 527th.
Aren't those kitchen tools yours either?
The 528th.
No, those kitchen tools aren't mine either.
The 529th. Do you have a family party too? The 530th.
Yes, we have a family party as well.
The 531st.
Isn't this high boot hers either?
The 532nd.
No, this high boot isn't hers either.
The 533rd.
Is this chocolate milk also hers?
The 534th.
Yes, this chocolate milk is also hers.
The 535th. Isn't that weight light either? The 536th.
No, that weight isn't light either.
The 537th.
Don't those children have family parties either?
The 538th.
No, those children don't have family parties either.
The 539th.
Aren't these famous producers either?
The 540th.
No, these aren't famous producers either.
The 541st.
Does this assistant also have her younger sister?
The 542nd.
Yes, this assistant has her younger sister too.
The 543rd.
Are those boys your elder brothers as well?
The 544th.
Yes, those boys are also my elder brothers.
The 545th.
Doesn't that carpenter have his younger brother either?
The 546th. No, that carpenter doesn't have his younger brother either. The 547th.
Is your elder sister a famous broadcaster too?
The 548th.
Yes, my elder sister is a famous broadcaster as well.